Hey there. I want to tell you a bit of a story today. If you're going to be epic, if you're going to build an epic business, then you've got to think epic. You've got to think about how you can how you got to understand that you can do more than you think you can. And I want to tell you a little story. Now, in order to be epic in business, you have to make more money. You have to make more money than you ever thought was possible. So I'm going to tell you a story about Jay and Chris. I've known them since they were in high school. They were in the Marines. They went into construction together. They are out there making it happen, right? They're struggling to pay their bills, though. They didn't really understand how to build a business. And I was fortunate enough to run into them, to see them again, and we began working together. So the first thing that we did was we determined what business they wanted to be in or what business they were in. So here's what's going on. They want to build houses, but they're getting a lot of remodeling. So one day I say to them, guys, why don't we just lean into the remodeling? There aren't a lot of people in focusing on remodeling when times are good, remodeling's good. When times are bad, guess what? Remodeling is also good. But when times are bad, people don't build new houses. They keep upgrading the ones they have. And that, of course, happened in COVID, right? So the first thing they did was made a decision on where they were going. What was their vision for their business? What did we want to have? So we wanted to create a premier remodeling business that could be scaled or replicated in other places. They had to decide that first. The second thing we did was we had to get a pricing model where they actually made margins, made a high enough margin on their business to think. So that's the second thing we did. The third thing we did was we had to institute a payment plan where they got paid and weren't always chasing down people to get paid. So we had to lessen the cash gap between when they got paid and when they had to pay their people and their subs and those kind of things. By doing that, we got it stabilized and in it. Now, I want to go in. Now, the first step after that is what we call money mastery. So once you've got cash flow, once you've got your margins up, then we're starting to measure things. We're starting to figure out how to improve things. We're starting to get what we call key performance indicators. So one of the first steps in mastery is starting to measure things so that we can begin to prove it. The next thing we had to do is get financial literacy. We had to understand. Now Jade had some training in this, but we needed to understand what we were looking at. We needed to actually understand the balance sheet, the cash flow statement. We needed to understand the income statement. And what a lot of people don't do is we had to start looking at out. We had to start projecting our cash flow. So then we had to systemize the sales process. There's a whole bunch of more steps in there. I just wanted to focus on the money mastery piece today. So if you don't have the financial side of your business mastered, if you don't understand what's going on, if you don't understand cash flow, if you don't understand profit and loss, Keith Cunningham said, and I love this, he said, profit is a theory, cash is a fact. So you've got to understand cash and how it flows through your business. If you'd like some help understanding how cash is flowing through your business, you want to sit down, have a bit of a chat, all you have to do is go out to my website, billgilliland.actioncoach.com, and hit on the button that says strategy session. It's pretty easy. We talk about where you want to go, where you are now. We get you a few strategies and tactics to get you there, and we will help you make sense of finance. We will simplify it for you. We will show you a better way. So until next time, all the best.